We told you at the top of the show, all 32 teams are represented at the NFL's annual meetings in Dana Point, California. NFL Network is there with exclusive behind-the-scenes access. We'll bring you throughout the week. Along with Scott Hanson, Alex Flanagan is there for us as well. She caught up with New Orleans head coach Sean Payton about the key issues facing the Saints for this upcoming season.
All right, Sean, we're in the middle of free agency. The draft is approaching. You're in the self-scouting evaluation period right now. What do you see when you look at your team?
Just looking at last year's team, I thought we played hard. I think there's a number of areas that we've got to improve on, and we're probably as hard a critics as anyone when it comes to evaluating ourselves. And defensively, we've got to eliminate some of the big plays. Offensively, we had opportunities to close some games out last year. We weren't able to do that, and continue to improve in the kicking game. Those are the three things as we look at 08.
You've made a big splash by signing Darren Sharper. What other needs do you need to fill?
Well, I think we're still looking for some young offensive linemen. We're still looking defensively for guys that we feel like either at linebacker or in the defensive line can help us. We're looking for good football players, and we've tried to target some specific positions in free agency, and yet hopefully not allow that to prohibit us from drafting in those areas as well.
Deuce McAllister, a member of the team for a long time, let go this year. Is this the year that Reggie Bush really reaches his potential?
Well, I think, the key for Reggie, and he started off last season really the first 4 or 5 weeks playing very well. The key is staying healthy and finding that balance in regards to his touches. But he's training right now. He's in great shape. I've seen him really grow up so much in the last 2 or 3 years that if he comes out and plays certainly like he started the year last year, then he's going to be just fine.
Great, Sean. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don, Alex, thank you very much. Time now for the state of the franchise, starring the New Orleans Saints. And, guys, we just heard Alex Flanagan talking to Sean Payton right there, and she got to Reggie Bush. And they talked about, is this a year that Reggie is going to reach his potential? Everybody wants to put Reggie Bush in a box, but show us, Marshall, why he's so effective in the passing.
Well, he's a guy that you can't put in a box. And when you think about it, Fran, Sean Payton maximizes Reggie Bush's abilities by using him in the passing game because he's a great open space runner. You take a look here, very simple formation, a formation that says, hey, we're throwing the ball down the field. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to release Reggie. We're going to throw him a slip screen. You're going to get him the ball with traffic clear. This is like giving them a handoff, and he cracks the line of scrimmage. Bam, he gets you 10, 15 yards. Or here's another way you use him. You use Reggie Bush as a decoy. They're going to run him out on a simple swing route. He's going to draw attention, uncover a receiver, so Drew Brees can then deliver the ball downfield. The way that you really maximize his potential is you get him the ball in open space. A simple dump pass here, sort of a screen, slip screen. You get blockers upfield in front of him, and you watch Reggie Bush do what he does best. That's make people miss in open space. Hey, Sean Payton, he loves toys. Reggie Bush is his #1 toy. Getting him the football in open space is what they need to and like doing with Reggie Bush.
All right, but show us what he could work on a little bit in the passing game.
If he wants to become better in the passing game, what he has to do is something simple, pass protection. You think about, first of all, you sit here in the queue, friend, you want to protect your quarterback. You get the upfield rush, take away the inside. Force him upfield. You're already giving away 20, 30 pounds to the linebacker. The one that becomes tough is when the linebacker is coming up the middle. You have to meet him in the trees. You have to beat him to the point, meet him in the trees with your lineman here, so he can't swim you or get around you. Those are two things that Reggie Bush can do to become better in the passing game. And when they know you can block, then they don't know if you're going out.
Enough with the passing stuff. How about running between the tackles? I mean, because every play we just saw, when they were showing the running plays of Reggie Bush in the highlights, it's always Reggie bounce outside. He's got to, at some point, be able to run between the tackles.
You do. And there's ways that you use that. Different spread formations. They're going to get Reggie Bush to run in between the tackles, but you don't give it to him with 8 men in the box. When they have 8 men in the box, you put 3 wides and 2 backs, you throw the football. You dictate to the defense what they want to do. Reggie Bush, we know, he's not the best inside, in between the tackles runner, but what he can do is, when you get him the ball in open space, he's better than most.
But he can help himself, though, some. I mean, he could help himself become even a more explosive player by just faking like you. I mean, just give me something. Sometimes you don't have to hit a home run every single time.
Hey, I'm going to say something to you.
Okay.
Pierre Thomas. You use him to bang him inside. You run Reggie outside. This league has become a two-back system. You must have two backs to get the job done, and they have two very good backs.
And also, let's not forget, they also use him in the special teams game as a punt returner. He had 3 returns for touchdowns a year ago. If he's a full-time, full-service running back, would they then have to take him out of special teams?
But full-time, full spectrum. So you don't have to increase his reps. You just want him to be able to run the full spectrum, to be a total back like, say, Marshall was. You know, where you're running. I'm not saying he's running the ball 35 times a game. You can give him 20 touches, but 6 of those or 4 of those maybe needs to be up on the inside. That keeps the defense honest. It also will help him make bigger plays, explosive plays on the outside.
Another thing Reggie Bush needs to work on, guys, and that's staying healthy. Last 2 years, he's missed 10 regular season games. I saw you as the right linebacker.
Yeah, you saw that? You like that?
Those are that's the Saints and the state of the franchise.